All right, welcome back to Baboony Gauntlet. Let's give a quick recap of what has happened so far. So everyone's played the round one matchups. The losers got put in the losers bracket, and losers brackets had to fight each other, and the losers of that got knocked out. Basically, this tournament is set up if you lose twice, you're out. So far, Clay, Thieves, Choose the Blocker has lost twice, and Soul Surfer has lost twice. So now, today we're going to be fighting Joshua Thieves versus the Clay/Thieves Impartial Judgment. So it's two different Thief defenses, but one of them has a Joshua offense, the other one has a Clay offense. So we'll see who is the clear favorite here. I don't know. We'll see if the Joshua offense can keep up with what the Clay defense is doing. And we'll see if the Thief defense is able to stop Impartial Judgment from happening. So just to give a quick recap, these are the decks that we're looking at. This deck is pretty well balanced between offense and defense. Doesn't have a lot of utility artifacts. I don't really know what else to say about this deck, except it's just, if it steals stuff, it has a good time. As a reserve, here's the reserve. And for reference, let's look at the Impartial Judgment deck. It's trying to leverage Satan's Seat to set up a big Impartial Judgment to make the opponent discard their entire hand of evil cards. So these are both Satan's Seat decks. There's that Impartial Judgment. All right, let's get into it then. All right, it looks like Impartial Judgment won the die roll. Joshua's going to be having to go second, probably. They have a way to Matthew because they can play Spirit as a Dove as a territory class to get Matthew. So that's probably what we want to do. Matthew is way better if you go first than if you go second. Because if you're Matthew deck and you choose to go second, opponent can just put down all the cards in their hand. And so when Matthew attacks, you're only drawing like one or two cards. So if you're Matthew, like in most scenarios, you want to go first, especially if you can actually like get to Matthew. Let's see what Joshua is working with here. Orphans, Joshua, Crouch Choice, Woes, Joshua Sword, Plunderers, Stolen Treasures, Two Lost Souls. All right. So they don't, I mean, they can use Crouch Choice to go get Captain to start the draw engine, or they can use it to go get defense if they need it. So it's pretty just flexible there. Okay, so yes, Matthew will be going first. They get some star abilities. They can do this one. Hospitality and Bethany doesn't do anything. The cool thing with Hospitality is if you get Peter, Simon Peter, you can play if you have both in your opening hand, you can use Simon Peter to play a Meek Disciple from your deck, and then use Hospitality to draw two. And when you do that, it just feels super busted. All right, but anyways, Virgin Birth, look at the top six. There's Peter, too late. So do we want to grab any of these on turn one? We could grab Angel. We don't have to burn our Spirit as a Dove for Matthew. That sounds appealing. Could also grab Crouch Choice, but maybe we want to keep that in our deck for later. So we'll grab Angel from the Sun. We will this, keep those the rest up there. So on top, we know we have Crouch Choice, Zacchaeus, and Woman. All right. Now Joshua's Stars, looks like they just have a Teaching in Parables, so they're going to hit that Crouch Choice we saw. That's rough, but they can always get that back with Spirit as a Dove if they want. That can get good cards from. You can always get good cards from reserve. So anyways, okay, Lost Souls will activate Disoriented. It's going to negate Orphans. And then this Disoriented is going to negate their Disoriented. So basically nothing happens. And then Matthew can go ahead and take their turn. If you're expecting to draw a bunch of cards, then you might want to play down cards from your hand in order to draw as many cards as you want to. Because there is a hand size limit of, 16? But I think I've been punished in the past by playing stuff out. So like in the past, as a Matthew deck, and I've played stuff out, and then I attack with Matthew, and they block with Outsiders, or they block with Highwayman. They just get to draw cards. So let's just minimize our footprint. Let's go Angel of the Sun, go to deck, go grab Matthew, convert this to Meek, look at the opponent's hand and draw cards. So let's see, we see one brigade, two brigades. Dominants don't count for brigades, so it's just going to be crimson and gold. So honestly, that's pretty. Yeah, I mean, draw two. I think like draw two on a hero is good. Like normally if we were attacking with a hero and you draw twos, like, yeah, that feels great. But on Matthew, it feels bad because usually you're drawing 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever. Okay, so Matthew attacks, draw two. They're not gonna any dominance. Now I can decide if I want to block with Plunders or not. I don't think I want to burn a Crouch Choice here. I think Plunders is fine because maybe we can take something and then maybe we could Stolen Treasures and in the balance stalemate. So we'll try it. It's pretty early in the game, though both sides aren't working with a lot of resources here. Okay, so the Plunders is blocking the next, is going to prevent the next to take it. I forget what happens if the card can't be negated, can't be prevented. Prevent the next. So I think you have to prevent the card in order to take it. Could be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. So we want to play Spirit as a Dove because it's not going to get negated. So play this, take a good card from deck. Can't go to reserve yet. The world is our oyster here. What's going to be really nice? We can maybe get the Resurrection. If we do the resurrection, we can draw like 4 more cards this turn, and then we still have like battle winners and more banding. So we can convert this card to meek to negate characters except empty tomb and enhancements. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm just going to go for resurrection. Let's go resurrection, because now we're getting our fortresses online, because we want to start setting up all these meek characters. I think we want to grab the Church of Christ. And now we're going to play, let's see, let's do John. So Resurrection, grab Church of Christ, John, reveal our deck, shuffle it. And then we're going to be banding to, these are all empty tomb in Jerusalem. So for each one of these, we're going to get a follower token. Follower token from John, follower token from Joanna, follower token from Mary. All these guys are coming in. We want to do John last so we can try to draw a good dominant. Joanna, convert to meek to draw 2. Your Lost Souls, we're not going to forget our Lost Souls triggers, are we now? Okay. Lost Souls and Darkness. Let's do the Lost Souls trigger first so I don't forget. And then Darkness triggers because we don't have any. We can get Possessing Spirit, we can get Thief, we can get Judas, we can get Woman of Thebes. Do we know what our opponent's playing? We saw Teaching in Parables. So we know they can probably get rid of an evil card from our hand and reserve it. So maybe we just grab Highwayman. Okay. So then that was Joanna. Now you Mary. Convert this card to meek to negate characters except empty tomb heroes and enhancements. So we're going to negate the Thief in Matthew, but Matthew is CBI and he's converted to meek, so you can't negate him anyways. And then John's going to draw 2 cards. All right. So the Thief is initiative now. They have a woes, they have a crowd's choice, and they have stolen treasures. And stuff is getting negated. So they could go seized by Babylon, but that only captures 2 heroes. Yeah, I think we're just going to let Blenders die. I don't think I really have any outs there. I mean, we have a bunch of enhancements that can't be prevented in the deck, right? But I don't think we're going to win a negate war right now. Could try to burn a lot of resources, but I'm just trying to figure out how do I just like let this, do I fight this battle now or do I fight it later? I think I'm going to fight it later. I could be wrong. Okay, so they're going to get that. They're going to get a soul token. The score is 1-0, and these guys go back to their territory along with the 3 meek hero tokens. And then we gotta discard some cards or get down to hand size. So let's go Satan's Seat, negate Orphan's protectability. If I was scared about Woman of Thebes on turn 1, I probably should have played this down before I attacked with Matthews. So we'll make that note for next time. We're gonna put down Empty Tomb, and then we're gonna put down Heavenly Host, get its Heavenly Host token. We're just getting everything here. And now we have 8 cards in hand. Maybe if they have Matthew, let's hedge against that, put down our new covenant, and pass the turn. Okay, Joshua's turn. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think first things first, we want to try and scope out what they have in their hand. So Teaching in Parables will negate your, does it matter? I think it matters what I do right now. We'll just negate something, doesn't matter. And we'll reserve an evil card from their opponent's hand. So we see their hand is Highwayman, Hypocrisy, Pilfer, Barabbas, and Deceiver. So let's reserve that Deceiver there. And then we know the coast is clear. We just need to build or beat Hypocrisy and a Pilfer. I think we can do that. So let's go. I think we're going to have to, let's get our draw engine going. Let's go Crouch Choice is good. The captain going. And then we don't want to play near our thieves down so the opponent can ban to them. We have a long day. We don't have any good OT enhancements in our discard pile yet. And we saw their hand has only 1 brigade, so Spies of AI isn't going to do anything. Let's go Captain, draw 3, negate Satan's Seat, do a Hopper will hop, and then a Lost Soul token will be created. So 1, 2, 3, and then we can ban to Joshua. Joshua will activate Joshua's sword to draw a card and discard their, let's see, we can either discard Satan's Seat, Empty Tomb, or Church of Christ. I don't think we want to do Church of Christ. I mean, either Satan's Seat or Empty Tomb. Let's just do Empty Tomb. And then we can ban to Caleb, draw some more cards. We drew Caleb. Now we'll ban to Caleb, draw 2, Lost Souls, Prosperity. So now let's create a Lost Souls token in both territories, and then Prosperity will trigger. I can discard a card. So we only know they have Pilfer and Hypocrisy. Maybe we just discard Angel of the Winds here. Discard Angel of the Winds, draw 2. Nice. Okay, and that's the attack. Right, on defense, we can go women block, draw 2, ban to Barabbas, but then that's not good because we only have Hypocrisy. So let's just block with Highwaymen, draw 2, maybe ban to Condemned Thief. And Condemned Thief is going to look at their hand, and they can take some good enhancements. They could take the Scarlet Line here. They see the Husham, the Temanite, and Glory of the Lord. So let's see, they can take stolen treasures, which is kind of nasty. Think about that. Yeah, I think taking stolen treasures is probably the best bet here. So they're going to take stolen treasures. Oh, wait, no. Because stolen treasures requires you to reveal a card you do not own from hand. So if you take it and then play it, like that's not going to work. So maybe we take their negate. So take the negate, and then this hypocrisy will work unless they want to burn a glory or woes on that. Okay, so does Joshua want to play a dominant? So we can woes that because we know their hand is one mystery card and we know the rest. We only know they have hypocrisy pilfer. So unless we think, let's just woes because we want to hold the glory for Hashem the Temanite. So yeah, it's gonna go good woes, negate, condemn thief, get this back. And now it is the Thieves initiative, maybe what they can do right now. So they have 9 defense, and then hypocrisy will add 2, so that's going to add 11. Because I was thinking maybe they could just try to bounce Caleb, Joshua, and try to beat Captain in battle. Okay, so here's what we can do. We can go hypocrisy, bounce Caleb, bounce Joshua. We don't want to put them in special initiative, so that's why we do that. And then I think it'd still be, oh wait, how much offense? 7, 8, 9, 10. So it'd be our initiative still, and then we could play pilfer, grab their 3 woes, and they would have to burn the long day to win the battle. Yeah, that sounds nice. So let's go hypocrisy, bounce Joshua, bounce Caleb, and it's still their initiative. They're going to play pilfer. We're going to negate the 3 woes. You can't negate it, but we are going to draw a card, and then we're going to take the 3 woes. So this is in the opponent's hand. Nice. 3 woes. Nice. And now they have to play a long day to add. Can't add Caleb and we can't add Joshua, but we can add spies. We can take a good OT fortress from a deck. I don't think they're playing a good OT fortress, so let's take one from our deck because we can play this during our discard phase. We could take the Promised Land, reveal opponent's hand. We can't take anything, okay, but we do know they drew Simon. So let's see, Captain plus spies, that's 18 attack, and then how much defense is going on here? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 5. So 12 defense. So yeah, I think the Thieves just has to die here, but they at least burned a long day in a woes, and they took a woes. So they are going to lose the battle. Surrender, lost soul. It's 1-1 now. All right. Joshua's turns. Put deck back down the guys. And we know their hand is untouchable, hospitality, Barabbas, woes, chamber, Simon. So we got to figure out if we want to play Promised Land right now to take anything or save it till next turn. Maybe save it till next turn. Let's see how many cards we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The only other deck that plays Church of Christ and Empty Tomb has been this Impartial Judgment deck. So I think if the Joshua Thief player, if they're smart, they'll know Impartial Judgment could be coming. So maybe I think they actually do want to play Promised Land because they want to start playing stuff out of their hand so they don't get wrecked by that. So they're going to take the Simon, put it in their hand, and they're probably just going to keep that there for a long time. Let's put down our Cannot Be Prevented guy. Let's put down our Ambushing Bandits, the territory class thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we maybe just put down other 2 thieves and pass the turn. Okay, so this deck has to figure out if it wants to 3 woes the Promised Land here before they pass their turn. Do we want our Simon back? Because now we have a bunch of things we can choose the blocker for. What's this artifact? The New Covenant. I'm trying to think if we can set up for Impartial Judgment next turn. We don't currently have a way to get to our Jotham, and we don't have a Ride-On, so we're probably not going to be doing Ride-On plus Impartial Judgment next turn. Meaning Simon plus Authority is probably our best bet. We can get Authority off our New Covenant, so yeah, it's woes the Promised Land, negate that. So it's going to be evil woes. So we get their Simon back. And now, so they pass turn, and now it is Clay's turn. 1, 2, 3, prosperity. Okay, before star abilities, we can do Virgin Birth. Let's see. We have Zacchaeus, we have Son of God, Simon Peter, Mary. So we know if thanks to prosperity, we're going to be able to draw 2 of these top cards here. Yeah, I'll take all these, I think. I don't know if we need Mary though. We need to start Bethlehem here to draw a bunch more cards, but I don't know how any of these get us to that. Okay, we'll take Son of God, I suppose. So bottom this, and then prosperity will happen. Do we want to discard anything to draw cards? I don't know if we need chamber. Oh, and if we do draw cards right now, the ambushing bandit is gonna be forcing us to give them away. So maybe I could just draw 2 cards. One of them's Mary, or maybe, and just give him Peter, because I don't think we need Peter. So it says if opponent uses a good draw ability, oh, this is a neutral draw ability, so that's not going to even do anything. So let's see, what do I want to discard? I would like to discard. We need hospitality? I don't think so. Discard hospitality to draw 2. Okay. Upkeep ability woes is we're gonna negate your Joshua's sword, I think. And then we're going to put down chamber, make some tokens, follow the tokens now. And then we get to negate their neutrals, which is nice. And let's activate the new covenant. The new covenant, we can grab good seed, we can grab the ascension, we can grab authority. I think authority is nice here. Okay, so let's do that. And then I think our best attack here was just Simon, use the blocker, get initiative, play authority. But they could stop authority with the glory. So maybe we need to choose the ambushing bandits to block. So that way, even if they do glory, it's going to be mutual. So let's see, let's go attack with Simon, negate lost souls, convert to meek. Choosing ambushing bandits to block. It's 5-2. It is Simon's initiative, and they know about the authority, so I don't think it's worth to blow with glory here to just do mutual. So authority gonna wipe out all these thieves. And so this is like part of the reason why this impartial judgment deck is so good, because if opponents do know about it and they try to play around it, they can just punish that with authority and choosing the blocker. And so this deck was trying to stop that by taking the Simon and stopping this particular play, but they had the woes that they took. Okay, so that kills them. They get a soul here, and now they're going to pass turn with 6 cards in hand. They don't have any defense, but their offense is doing what it needs to. Okay, so let's see. How does Joshua come back here? There's a humble. There's a lost souls trigger. Oh, wait, their neutrals are negated, so it doesn't matter. Let's see. So the best we can do here is attack with captain, draw some cards. So let's go captain, attack, draw 3 cards. Don't know if I want to do that. Ban to Joshua. Joshua can take a good Joshua card from reserve. Maybe we grab Fruit of the Land. And then Joshua ban to Caleb or Bearers. Let's ban to Bearers and draw 2 more. And that's our attack. Okay, Barabbas. Do we want to block with Barabbas to take a card, take an evil enhancement from reserve? It's worth it. What do we have in our reserve? We have stolen treasures. We could go for the opponent's reserve. So I think that let's do that. So Barabbas will block and then take an evil enhancement from opponent's hand. Also, let's take, or from opponent's reserve. Let's take that scattered. Okay, that cannot be interrupted. So the only thing that Joshua can do to stop that is play glory. So they have to glory here. Barabbas will die. They get a soul. And Joshua really wanted to save that glory though for Husham the Timonite, but they didn't want to lose that rescue attempt there. So they had to do what they had to do. Okay, Fruit of the Land. We can look at the top 7, take a good card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We see a Son of God, Joshua's Officiator's Amazing Faith. Let's just take the Son of God here, and they'll stay on top. Falling Away is what we really want right now, because Clay isn't really known for its banding abilities. So if you're able to play a Falling Away versus a Clay deck, not a gray deck, then you usually get a block. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do we play down our evil characters again? We know that they probably can bounce Simon in somehow. Let's Son of God's Second Coming rescue 2 of these. So let's rescue that. Okay, so we're at 4, so we just need to, I think we need to stop them from breaking through, and we need to rescue next turn to win the game. And I'm scared of Impartial Judgment. I'm really scared because they can literally like discard all these evil cards out of my hand because they have, we're gonna have 9, even though this is not in my hand, Scatter's not in my hand. So even though I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 evil cards in my hand, they have, okay. So as much as I hate to do this, I'm gonna have to be playing them out, because if they set up Impartial Judgment, I just lose the game. Okay, so let's set those boys down and let's pass the turn. Okay, draw 3 cards. There's Humble. All right, so we got Lost Child Found and Virgin Birth. That's a way to bounce Simons. So let's go Virgin Birth, look at the tops. Let's do Lost Child Found first. Let's thin our deck. So let's play Lost Soul from here. There we go. And that Lost Soul is going to trigger right now, so we can underdeck something. We don't really need Peter. Goodbye, Peter. I should probably keep Peter because of 4 drachma coin, but oh well. Your star, very nice. And then Virgin Birth will trigger now. Okay, we see Woes. We see Zacchaeus. But we don't see our way to get to I think we'll be drawing so many cards this turn, I don't think it matters. So just take the dominant when in doubt. So bottom that. Goes to hand. Okay, upkeep triggers. Woes, we can keep negating Joshua's sword. And then let's go Star Bethlehem. We're going to be drawing 6 cards. We're going to be activating this one as well. So we can draw 8 cards. And oh, we have an untouchable. So we could draw 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. And we're already going to be hitting hand size. So let me think before I want to do that. So maybe let's play down some heroes because we want to be able to draw as many cards as we want to. Son of God, Orphans, or Son of God, Humble, I guess. And then, yeah, I think we're ready now. So now let's do this. So let's just draw a bunch of cards. We can top deck a good dominant from deck. Sure, let's do that. John, Star ability, top deck, Second Coming, because we want to be able to win this turn. Okay, and then we need to draw 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Draw 10 cards off that. No big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we can only draw 9 cards, but that's okay. Grumbled will trigger. You can underdeck one of these useless cards to draw a card. What card will we not be eating this turn? There's 4 drachma coins, so we can continue to draw more cards. Let's underdeck the Wanderers. Draw a card. Let's go put down Peter, activate coin. Peter, put down Gabriel, get Second Coming, get back Son of God, discard Second Coming. And there's our way to get to the guy. Okay, so we do that. Because basically we just got to fight. We know we can discard all the evil cards in their hand. So we just got to fight whoever's in play right now. So it's Zacchaeus, who negates enhancements in opponent's territory. And then the Highwayman and Barabbas. Okay. So Zacchaeus is getting negated by Chamber. Speaking of Chamber, let's do 4 more there. Let's activate Book of the Covenant. Go to reserve, grab this, activate this, banish this. To go get Jotham into our hand. And then Star Bethlehem is discarded. I don't know why I have that around. And then to play around grapes, we're not going to play Son of God now. Let's crack our drachma coin, draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 4. Very nice, very nice. Okay, I think we're ready to attack now. So let's go Jotham, convert to Meek to take a good card from reserve. Let's take Impartial Judgment. And then we can ban to a Meek hero. Let's ban to one of our very own, Matthew. And then we can play Right On, play an enhancement from your hand on a Meek hero. So we can play Impartial Judgment, negating Barabbas. Each other player must discard 12 of their evil cards from their hand or battle. So we're going to be discarding Hashem, Stolen Treasures. So now they only have 2 cards in hand. And then I think it's the Thief's turn to block. Okay, so we definitely want to block with men to draw some cards. So let's see, we can draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's our 7 cards. We drew the Falling Away. So we can, like, in theory, Falling Away Matthew and leave a purple brigade hero in battle. So let's see, the purple hero has 7 attack and 7 defense. And so then we could try to purloin the purple hero. Okay, so the Thief is going to ask for Dom initiative. They have it. They're going to Falling Away Matthew, do pale green, and then it is going to be whose initiative? 7, 7. So it's going to be Jotham's initiative. Okay, so I have a purple card I can play. I can play Love One Another. We'll convert all their evil characters to heroes, to Blue Brigade heroes. Okay, special initiative. They got purloined, interrupt the battle, take Jotham to the hands. So that works, but there's a dominant. Oh wait, they already played the Woes, so they can't play the Woes again. So it looks like Jotham got snatched, and the Thieves were able to hang on here for just 1 more turn. Okay, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Yeah. Okay, so good block by the Thief. They were able to just draw a bunch of cards with the Highwayman and keep themselves in the game. Okay, so now let's put down a Possessing Spirit on their Promised Land. Negate that. Negate good cards in their territory. Let's discard Patmos, discard Virgin Birth. We gotta get down to 10. Don't think Hospitality should have been in our discard pile already, so let's get rid of that. And have we played our TC for turn? No. Something I could have done here that I should have done was play Lost Child Found to bounce the 3 blockers, so that could have bounced all these guys and then attack and then blow them up. So I totally missed that, and we'll see if that costs me the game because of that. I don't see Lost Child Found doing that much right now, honestly, so I'm just gonna discard it. Okay, it's Joshua's turn. 1, 2, 3. Territory class is negated. Artifacts are negated. There's a Den of Thieves. There's Overtaken. Let's see, can we break through this turn? We have 2 cards left in our deck. One of them Satan's Seat, the other one's Lawless. And then we know they have a Scattered in their hand, and they have our 3 Woes. Let's see. Let us see here. What us see here. So because it's scattered, I don't think we can attack with multiple heroes. So I have to push a single brigade hero or single hero. So if that's the case, we could do Rahab's to play around Woman of Thebes. That's one option. We can do. Have they played Glory yet? No, they played 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah. Okay, so they probably don't have glory, but if they did, we could play like a lone priest. We could try to attack with stone carriers, get initiative, but then we can't exchange. Like, so if we attack with stone carriers, like that's weak to Women of the Bez. Or is it? Because we can go stone carriers, exchange with Lord's Army. No, that's not going to do anything. If I could exchange with Rahab, then that would help. Maybe we just push Rahab and just try to win with Joshua's Covenant, Scarlet Line, Amazing Faith. Okay, so Rahab's coming in, negate evil protect abilities. May be prevented. Okay, so they shut down that line of attack. So we really need to get the block here. We can go Judas to Bandit to the Thief. But we just don't have that many. I just don't know if I'll be able to block this. Our reserve has a bunch of goodies that we can't really get to, huh? Okay, so let's go Judas. Restrict good dominance. May ban to a demon. We can ban to their thieves, right? Is there any way to ban to their thieves? Negate a card in a territory. If it is a character enhancement, you may discard a character. Exchange this card with a thief from deck. There's plunderers. Oh my gosh. That was so clutch. Forgot there was a plunderers left in the deck. So plunderers, the last card in the deck, they get to prevent the next, and they can ban to a thief. They can ban to their highwayman, and then they can draw us a card, and then the thief or the highwayman can ban to a empty crimson human. So we can ban to their Barabbas. So ban to the Barabbas, grab, oh my gosh, we can play scattered if we want to, but that's not going to do it. We can take an evil enhancement from reserve, so maybe we can take Seized by Babylon here. We saw their reserve, so what does their reserve have? The reserve has an ambush. How valuable would that be? Ambush. Let's see, if we had ambush, we could abandon Zacchaeus, but that doesn't seem good. So I think our best bet here is probably just grab Seized by Babylon. So that's our block. We go Judas to Plunderers to Highwaymen to Barabbas. Okay, it is Rahab's initiative. They do have Amazing Faith. The next is getting prevented. Let's see. So if we just play Amazing Faith, though, they can't take that. So negate evil cards in battle. You may take good dominant from deck. We have any more good dominance? No. Okay, so that means this is CBI, this is CBN. So this band, so I think just the Highwayman goes back because Judas had banded to the Thief, and the Thief is gone. The Plunderers banded to Highwayman got negated. So it's Barabbas, Plunderers, Judas versus Rahab. Rahab has 11 attack. They have still Rahab's initiative here, and can't play Woes because he already has a Woes. Okay, so Rahab's now going to play Joshua's Covenant to take a good Joshua card. You may add a good Joshua card from reserve to battle. So let's see, we can grab Joshua's Command or Holy Ground. Don't know if that matters. Maybe, yeah, it probably does. Let's add Joshua's Command. We'll negate and discard an evil card. Let's negate and discard your, guess we'll just do Barabbas because he's the biggest. So negate and discard Barabbas, and then you may take an evil card from a deck. There's no take Satan's Seat from a deck. Okay, it is now the Thief's initiative. Cards in battle getting negated. So let's say they have to go Seized by Babylon, interrupt the battle. So that's going to interrupt that. And we're going to try to capture Rahab. Rahab's in special initiative. They can go Scarlet Line, negate and discard, or negate the evil enhancement. Okay, so that's going to get negated. Barabbas will die. And then we have a scattered to underdeck all heroes in battle. That's getting negated by Amazing Faith. Oh, but they have Humble. Let me think. So if we go Son of God, rescue one of these, and the opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we had one less card in our hand, we could scatter and win the game. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I definitely messed up there, huh? I can't get another card out of my hand right now. Yeah, so I think Impartial Judgment wins this game if I bounce their evil characters with Lost Child Found, and if I play play around Humble better. Because yeah, I could go, instead of Seized by Babylon, I could go Scattered there, and then because I think at that point in the game they would have had hand advantage, and then they could follow this up with the last one. Goodness. Okay, so again, I think it's gonna be the Joshua deck winning the game because the Clay deck just makes a couple of misplays. And I don't know, like, if that's, I don't know, it just feels wrong. It just feels wrong to let that happen. But I can't go back and take back every single mistake I did, you know. I think in a perfect world, the clay deck would win this game, 5-3 or 5-4, but I think in the game that I just played, I made some mistakes and now they're gonna die. And then they get a soul. Good job, Rahab. Right. So yeah, this clay deck is very scary. So it'll still have a chance in the upcoming rounds, but it has to lose another game to get knocked out. But yeah, well fought game. The Joshua deck was really able to keep up in cards. Both of the decks are really going and drawing a bunch of cards. And yeah, so this deck only had one card left in deck, and this deck, clay deck, just decked out. All right, well, thanks for watching. I'll see you around.